All right. So there's been a lot of. It's not really controversy. It's not really drama. It's just a lot of talk going around, especially around Twitter. And I've seen some, like a handful of streamers be like, you know what? Screw Twitch. I'm going over to Kick and I'm going to do the whole Kick thing. I'm going to kick it on Kick. Yeah, Kick. So as I sit here wearing my very old Twitch hoodie, I wanted to go over some of the information that especially this right here. So I wasn't actually even going to acknowledge Kick as being a thing. I was just going to kind of still to crack a couple jokes about it on stream. But Dexero, I don't know how you exactly say their name, but every once in a while they have some good articles, they have some good information. And again, every once in a while, I'm not huge on news sources and everything. I'd rather just hear it straight from the people who run the websites and people who stream on the websites and such. But we're gonna kind of deep dive into what the hell is Kick and what's up with this stuff. So we are actually going to read through this real quick. So let's see here. So what is Kick, Twitch's new streaming rival, backed by Trainwreck and Addenrod? As soon as I see these two names, I'm just like, oh boy, especially Trainwreck. We'll get into the reason why I say that. So Kick has made waves recently by getting big streamers like Aiden Ross and Hikaru, which Hikaru is basically one of, if not the biggest chess streamers from Twitch. I guess he signed a deal. Anyways, to sign on, and it's setting itself up to be a rival to Twitch, backed by Trainwreck. It markets itself as a career-friendly site with plenty of favorable policies, but is it too good to be true? Being backed by Trainwreck is not the greatest thing ever. Like, dude's literally gotten himself banned for doing dumb shit on stream multiple times over again over the years. And then he's always like begged, oh, please let me back on, this and that and the other thing. Streaming space has oversaturated itself, and then considering more times than you can poke a stick at. A few years from the rise and fall of Mixer, I streamed on Mixer a couple times. It was very good video quality. The problem was Microsoft. To the streaming wars between YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, streamers have been shifting around plenty. For us Twitch streamers, not so much. That's, again, I don't agree with everything that this news article is saying, but for the most part, let's keep going here. Kick markets itself as a career-friendly platform with variable policies that'll attract even the smallest streamer to give it a try. It's still in beta, but many have expressed their interest in giving it a whirl, which I've seen, again, like maybe like 4 or 5 people that I've followed over the years have jumped over there to try and be like streaming full time. Problem is they don't stream full time. They only stream like maybe like twice a week. So here's what you need to know about Twitch's newest rival. It's not even Twitch's newest rival. That's more or less marketing for them to make something look good. Yeah, again, Hikaru, So who owns Kick.com? The owner of Kick.com is currently unconfirmed, but signs point to crypto gambling site Stake.com backing the project. So a gambling site owns this. Oh, great. Job listings posted by Australia-based startup EasyGo state that Kick.com is a new venture created by founders of EasyGo and Stake.com. Stake accounts also created and previously moderated the Kick subreddits. So yeah, it's a pretty good yeah. As of writing, Stake has not confirmed any ownership of the platform, but was a major sponsor of Trainwreck on Twitch before Stake was banned on the platform. Yes, so Trainwreck basically lost a lot of momentum on Twitch because they banned gambling. And there's a reason why they banned gambling, because gambling is illegal in a lot of places in the world. Therefore, also, they dropped Stake because I'm not quite sure why they dropped Stake off from the platform, but they were like, no, we're not having this company. Basically, Twitch didn't want to do dealings with that company anymore. Very well could have been an Amazon thing, too. So what makes Kick so attractive as a Twitch competitor? Kick kicked into gear once Trainwreck announced his move to Kick to his 2.1 million Twitch followers. Had the sales pitch of the century that would appeal. Kick is promising a 95 to 5 sub revenue split, which blows Twitch's 50-50 and YouTube's 70-30 policies out the water. This is on top of 100% split on Kicks, the platform's regular donation service. Creators can get same-day payouts, not having to wait for a monthly check. Yeah, so what I was seeing on Reddit is that the payouts are not actually done by Kick. They're done by another app that you have to download. So you have to have the Kick app, and then you also have to have a secondary app that you download to end up getting to put all your information in to get your paycheck through that. So those are some big numbers, but the platform is confident and consistent with advertisers footing the bill. Until you start doing some controversial stuff on your platform and advertisers start backing out. We've seen this with Twitter. We've seen this with YouTube. We've seen this with Facebook. We've seen this with Twitch. Advertisers, as soon as they see something that is very controversial, like we've already actually seen over and over and over again, you can actually go through and just go down. Yeah. So Aiden Ross, Aiden Ross is the one that I heard a little bit about it, but I guess Aiden Ross is the one that was saying some stuff about the LGBT groups and all that. Like he was just, he was saying some pretty bad stuff to the point where even Trainwreck, Mr. Kick over here, even condoned it as being bad for business also. Yeah. So, and also, like I said, as soon as anybody sees something like that happening of a sponsors or anything, you're going to end up losing those advertised revenues. And guess what's going to end up happening? Everybody who switches over and signs a contract, you're going to be locked into some really just like shitty deal in the end that you're probably not even going to get paid for or something. There's a lot of, red flags popping up on this. If you think 2 steps ahead of yourself of where is the money coming from, how is this going to work? Again, so the objective policies don't end with the money. Kick promises an innovative new exclusive career program going to train where partners won't have to rely on your subscriber count alone every month. If you are doing your business the right way, nobody ever relies on their subscriber count as their only revenue for every single month. You sell t-shirts, you sell, you help out artists, and then they get more views over onto your channels and everything using, between that networking that happens. This is the reason why Twitch has been so successful, because people have successfully networked back and forth, and they work with one another, and it becomes a community effort to grow Twitch, not just like, oh, I want to make all the money in the world. Bans, there are also specific rules around ethical gambling, allowing the validated practice to continue on Kick. Previously, DLive was considered a gambling streamer alternative to Twitch, with its Leazes? What was this word? Fair policies. I've never even heard of that word. Okay, but Kick promises some sort of moderation. Will Kick survive in the streaming wars? Kick will live or die by its talent, and it needs to continue acquiring big names to stay relevant. Where Trainwreck joined early and Aiden Ross signing on as well, Kick seems to be maintaining momentum. It's not about maintaining momentum, though. It's about getting people that basically you can market. If you are trying to work with sponsors and you're trying to work with different companies, those companies are only going to want to work with you if they can market their product on using the streamers, the content creators. This happens all the time where it's like, like in the music world, you'll have your biggest people that play guitar and make, guitar covers. And you also, all of a sudden you have Gibson or a Fender or a, Ibanez or whatever. They send guitars over to those guitar players and are like, hey, can you market this? Make a video around it. They don't say market it, but they say make a video around it. That's the marketing. Same thing happens with gaming companies. If a gaming company sends you a early access code, please market this, make content on this game, so you can end up, doing basically free marketing for us and sell this game to all your followers, be the influencer that they want you to be. That's part of the job. That's part of the gig. It always has been. So if you have people getting, the community pissed off like Trainwreck has in the past, like Aiden Ross has in the past, and then they get more people who are getting kicked off. And basically, like it's almost like if like Kick is probably just going to turn into, if you do some dumb shit on stream on Twitch and get yourself kicked off, this is going to be your fallback platform. So people, that don't care about the rules, that will just do everything and anything, and just don't care at all of what people think about them and all that stuff. Then, yeah, they're the ones that have a chip on their shoulder. Basically, that's what it feels like Kick is really being made for. It's like, well, screw Twitch and all their 90 million different rules. Why not just make content that is funny and entertaining for everyone? That's not being a shithead. Is that so hard to do nowadays? Is it so hard to do? Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Kick is promising the world to creators, but previously promises have ended. Flames Mixer was known for its 8-figure deal with top talents like Ninja and Shroud, but imploded in just a couple of years. Yeah, and the reason why, if you're over there asking the question, well, why did Twitch get bought out by Amazon and everything? Because Amazon is like a safety net. It's not that Amazon is going to pay for everything. It's like if Twitch really needs a little bit of a safety net of Amazon, they have the biggest company in the world there to help them out. That being said, they don't need Amazon to pay the bills for them, but it's like to help them out. Okay, so you have Amazon Prime. Well, guess what? You already have a free subscription to your favorite Twitch streamer. That's a really cool deal, going back and forth. Oh, you checked out a game on Twitch. Well, now you can have a direct link over to Amazon to buy that game very easily. And, you need equipment, and then Amazon also, being that they are pretty much the biggest marketplace in the world, they can get different deals on all your streaming equipment. It just made sense for that. If you're sitting there like, well, Amazon has all this money, why do we still get a 50-50 split? Because in the world of business, and I've said this before on video, I've said this before on stream, in the world of business, Twitch needs to hold its own. If the streamers are not making a profit, why would Amazon foot the bill to make up for that lack of profit? That's one of the things where it's just like all these all these Twitch streamers are complaining about 50-50 splits. It's like, well, we need the cash to pay for, if you want AV1 encoding on the video players and everything, we need to be able to pay people to, and get the server side stuff, encoded the right way. The money needs to flow around enough to be able to make all the upgrades and to make everything happen. Do you think Amazon's going to pay for all that when they already have their own servers, their own marketplace, their own, products and everything else that they're trying to pay for? They're going to also pay for Twitch? No, Twitch should be self-sufficient. We should be making enough money on the Twitch platform enough to pay for all this stuff. If not, then we need to figure out a way of, making more profits happen. And it's not about a 50-50 split. It's about, make better content, I guess, on on the Twitch side of things. I never understood that thinking of like, oh, well, Twitch is the big, billion-dollar corporation, so they should be always paying for everything. That doesn't make any sense, business-wise. So, has asked creators and fans to give Kick a year to grow and properly implement its policies. If everything can be checked off, it's a no-brainer for creators to move there. Has all the positives and nearly none of the negatives of other sites. However, it's a long way to go to compete with mega platforms. Twitch has the backing of Amazon, YouTube has Google, Facebook has Meta. Those are the biggest tech companies in the world. Very true. Kick's vision is lofty, especially to support those small and mid-sized creators who are a foundation backbone of all live streaming platforms. Now, when it comes to small and medium-sized streamers, I want to say this, and I want to really get this point out there in this video, is that every one of these big streamers who have millions of followers, every time they leave, it gives room for one of us other small to medium-sized streamers. There's a whole lot more of us to keep the platform up and running, and maybe even make it run smoother, because all these folks that are getting all this big-time money, off from the platform are only looking at that 95-5 split, and they're just like, boy, I can make more money. There is a whole bunch of us that are like, hey, we want to build community. We want to have, there's the inside jokes of all the, the emotes that end up happening with the kappas to the, the lulls and everything. Like, these emotes represent something that no other site does, has, or even thinks of doing. And maybe they can't even understand how to do it. And it's the fact that it's community driven. It's everybody's inside jokes are here. The moments that have been made on Twitch by Twitch streamers, that goes so much of a longer ways than just being like, oh, here's more money. Like, it's like if you helped to build the platform, why would you just leave? It's like you helped build this house. Why would you just leave it and go and just literally just leave it and go to somebody else's house that is literally a copy and paste of that same house? It just baffles my mind seeing that stuff. It's trying to integrate and wean people off from other sites rather than coming in and disrupt the space. This is a generous reading of the situation, though Kick has already had itself embroiled in controversy, whether it be hiding its true owners, embedding Twitch streams for promotional purposes, or other shady business practices. There is a lot more than meets the eye here. I don't know what this one actually is, but it's embedding Twitch streams for promotional purposes. So they're basically trying to take the viewership that was happening on Twitch and put it onto their website, being like, check it out, we have this viewership. Well, no, you don't. I bring that up. But there has been, there's a reason why I want to only show this and not actually click on to the main site itself, because I've already seen where it's like, it's like, oh, that's on there, like women flashing for subs, and that's just as one example, but there's a lot of other examples of stuff like that happening. It's almost like a cam site. It's from what I've seen on there. They're taking the pools, hot tubs, and all that stuff, which is literally named the exact same shit that as Twitch has, and they're trying to take it up to a whole other level. Again, I got nothing against the OnlyFans, the Fansleys, them doing that stuff over there. I got nothing against it. It's just, if you're trying to bring in the ad revenue and the sponsorships and all that stuff, like you're trying to say, that's not going to fly with those other companies. It just isn't. It never has. It never will. If anything, it's going to get even more restrictive. And that's actually one point also I wanted to make of, like, it almost makes me afraid seeing something like that pop up of Kick, because that could end up screwing. It goes one of two ways. Either it screws up the whole landscape of content creators, so then we have less opportunities for promotional stuff, or it could drive, the promotional stuff to Twitch, because that is the better site to work with. Who knows? It all depends on, the higher ups. That's also something too that Twitch has been doing a really great job at doing more and more of, is adding new tools. Because as soon as we heard about the Kick thing, we heard that we are getting more of like, okay, so what is trending way more on the websites? Which games are trending? Which categories are trending the most? What time zones and what time periods should you be streaming in to get the most traffic to your channel? To try and help build up your community. We are going to have everybody is going to have that ability to see those stats and everything, which I was like, awesome. User Voice, I do believe, came up with the suggestion, and they figured, oh, we can actually implement that. That's a good idea. So I just wanted to show that, yes, it is like pretty much a copy and paste. I do have, I have like my background here, but you have your, let's see here, your chat. You chat over here, just the same layout. So I have a custom layout on this too, a little bit of a custom layout. My stream health is down in the left hand side, right behind me here. Let's see here, but all your like widget buttons and everything is in the exact same place. Your edit streams, your slow mode, your mod activity, activity feed I have over there, but yeah, it would be like default Windows wise. Yes, it's the same thing. So then achievements wise, 75 followers, 5 hours streamed, enable subscriptions. From what I heard, though, is once you hit this, then you also have to have 50 concurrent viewers also. So you have to, where if you're streaming on Twitch, it is like 5, I do believe. So that's where they're going to get you right there, too. So not everybody is going to have affiliate just like that. If you think you're going to jump on this thing and grab affiliate really quick, apparently from what I was seeing of information floating around, they're like, oh wait, no. To make actual like partner, you have to have like, you know, like I think it was like 50 viewers, 55 viewers, something like that. Is CCV, which is concurrent viewers. That's 50 viewers per stream as you're streaming. So yeah, I don't know. It's, again, these numbers are very low. It just feels like they took everything that Twitch was doing, because on Twitch we have the same type of thing. This is my numbers of what I've been doing, almost 80 hours a month. I usually stream 25 days. Yeah, that's roughly about the same. And yes, I have about 3 viewers on stream for the most part. It's also 75 over here for partner. For affiliate, though, again, 7 days, 3 viewers, 8 hours, 50 followers. So they are basically taking the same that Twitch does, and they are just, again, it's just everything in this is a copy and paste. And the reason why they're doing that is because people are so familiar with Twitch, and people know that, okay, this is how you do the Twitch thing. Again, though, if you're kind of wondering, like, you know, which website should I start on as an up and coming, you know, brand new streamer and whatnot, just start with Twitch and stick with Twitch, because in all honesty, in the long run, there's going to be more opportunity there, because they are affiliated with companies already. There is already handshakes between, you know, game developer studios to or from game developer studios to the companies that want to try and work with streamers in the future. That all that stuff has already been made and set in stone. There's good communication back and forth between Twitch and those companies. And when it comes to Kick, if they start looking at all these people that are controversial, that do, you know, sometimes some really bad stuff on stream, you might be also asking, like, somebody like a Kai Cenat, why is that guy not, you know, like partner or whatever? Why have they not given him a contract? It's because they're looking after everybody, you know, all together. Yes, Kai can have all the followers he wants in the world, but the stuff that he does on stream, and it's, to me, it blows my mind that they would promote it on official Twitch channel of him like blowing up a cake in the middle of his house. It's like, that's not good stuff to be promoting. In my book, that's just like, okay, somebody else tries to do something bigger and then they end up burning their house down. You know, it's like, it's one of those situations of like, how can we outdo each other? You know, when Kai is doing some crazy stuff over there, how can I do something even crazy? We've seen that happen before with IRL sections. Again, that's kind of a different conversation altogether. But I guess to finish this video off, I just want to say, like I said, every time one of the bigger streamers leaves the platform, that's another opportunity. That's another major chance for 10 more people. And that's the reason why Twitch is never going away. It's never going to have true competition, because there is still so many people on a daily basis that they want to jump onto Twitch and become a streamer. They want to start their path to doing all this cool stuff that we do over here. You know, right now, 366,000 viewers on Just Chatting, 272,000 on GTA 5. This is from highest to lowest on the platform. Minecraft, 200,000. League of Legends, near 200,000. Again, like, and then all these different categories of all these different games. 7,000 for Last of Us. You know, talk shows and podcasts, another almost 7,000. there is so many small to medium sized streamers in there that could grow their numbers to be major streamers. And even with just 100 viewers, that is almost self-sufficient right there. Of you don't have to pay for your equipment as much. You're just paying for you're going to work to try and pay off your bills for that month. You're not trying to buy a new computer with that cash, because the cash is coming in from your streaming stuff. And that is the biggest reason why people are like, oh, but the 90 split and everything. It's the whole let's talk on the Kick situation. I really wasn't going to do a big video or anything on this stuff. I was just going to talk about it on stream actually for a minute, but I keep seeing so much talk about Kick, and people are like, oh, I'm just going to uproot and jump over to there. But it's like, it's a lot of kind of red flag stuff going on with that stuff, if you want to call it that. I don't know. My gut feeling just says in the next few years, somebody's going to do something stupid on the website, and it's just going to, or they're going to have multiple people do stupid stuff on the website, and it's all just going to come, crashing down. They're going to be like, nope, we got to pull the plug on this. Or the actual owners are going to come out, and it's going to be somebody that nobody trusts. It could be any company. But anyways, that's going to do it. So, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff on the videos and everything over here on the Werewolf channel. And yeah, I stream on the regular, just not at regular times. I just kind of stream whenever, but I do stream most days. I'm probably going to be slowing down a little bit for this month, because on gaming stuff at least, because I am going to be looking at doing some Unreal Engine stuff. But that's for over on the Twitch side of things. Yeah, we'll see what I end up making. If I make anything at all, I don't know. I'm just trying my hand at Unreal Engine. I want to see if I can do anything with it. But yeah, like, subscribe, share. It definitely helps out. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see you next time.